Linda Williams.
And we all do Groomers. How you guys doing? So, it's been a couple of weeks, well, a few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, because we've been busy.
Been really busy. I really apologise. Between Master Groom and then going to Amsterdam and being sick after Amsterdam. Not sick, just a little bit.
Man flu.
Man flu. Yeah, you can call it man flu. Whatever you want to call it. I was not well. So, but we do need to catch up on Master Groom. Did you enjoy it?
It was a lovely show.
It was fun, wasn't it?
It was good.
I think it was, it's kind of like a whirlwind. It goes really quick, and before I know it, it's over. The lead up to it is crazy, and then you get there, everything runs practically, on its own. However, I got the incredible help from Sir Anglis and Caroline and Jackie and our incredible team, along with Stuart Simons, our MC, and also the judges. It kind of runs by itself, and I can kind of sit back and still act crazy, because if I think about it in my head, I'm going to say, well, how does the Master Groom go? I'd be like, "Bleh." That's how it went. That's how I feel like. But I think it went really well.
It did.
And the sponsors were incredible. We had Chris's Direct sponsoring Best All Round Groomer and Best in Show. Best in Show went to Amy Manser. Best All Round Groomer went to Karina Verusharan from Belgium. We had some international groomers from Canada, from Spain, from Belgium, so it really had an international feel. Simpsons was our sponsor also. Groomers was our sponsor for the Best Novice of the Day, which was really cool. Then we had Red Cape, and we had a bunch of people there. I mean, and I'm probably forgetting them, but there's so many people that made it possible. And also Escalap, who this was last year, who sponsors the Liz Paul Awards. So Eric from Escalap won't be coming anymore, which is really sad because I see her all the time. When I go to America, I walk around the corner, and there he is. It's kind of really cool. So, to say in a nutshell, I think it went incredible. If I could change some things, I probably would. I think there was probably trade stand wise, maybe too many trade stands. I'm not too sure. I have to really look at that. But if I want to be really honest, I think there was, you have to really take care of the trade stands, especially ones that sponsor the show because they make it possible. So I'm going to be talking to them in the near future to find out their honest opinions because it does matter. But you had a good time.
I had a really good time. I was able to go to some of the seminars, which were really good.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, the Friday seminar was incredible.
Yeah.
So we had Alison Rodders doing the Asian Fusion, which is incredible. She stood in for Pina, who unfortunately, we're really sorry about your father who passed away because Pina was our speaker. And, she couldn't make it, which is a real bummer, but we will be having her back. And then we had the incredible Barbara Prickel from Calgary, who's always a popular, person and speaker. They always love her. And then we had Lackey, who did an incredible job on a drop code, which was amazing. So the Friday seminar added a lot to it, and it got, I think it was a lot of fun. ICMG did a really fun seminar, really interacted with the crowd, which was amazing. So, all in all, Master Groom was great. I really appreciate it. All the people that attended, you made it incredible. The atmosphere was great. If I was grumpy on the day, I apologise. I am not to be spoken to on them days because
He's grumpy all the time.
I am in my own zone. So if I was rude to anybody, which I probably was, it's because I'm being bombarded with about 10 million questions. And so I'm not really there to be the incredible, lovely, smiley Colin.
And we are sorry if everybody didn't get a goodie bag, but it was first there, first served.
Goodie bag. Oh, what, for the seminar?
Yeah.
Actually, that was all taken care of in the end. Because I was hounded down for that, and I saw them out, so it was all good. Anyway, so up and coming, we have a bunch of stuff up and coming, and this is not just about me. We have obviously the Strictly Come Grooming, which is put on by Amy Manser and Jackson Manser, and Amy obviously is the one that got Best in Show at Master Groom. Now, I really want to make it clear to people, but you know what? Really, please do get your entries in when it comes to these shows. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you put on a show and you're expecting so many people, and groomers do love to wait till last minute, bless them, bless their hearts. But when it comes to shows, it is not cheap. We put a lot of money out for international speakers to come over, which is our choice, and I know it's one of them things which we kind of have to sometimes assume, but Amy Manser, they have some incredible speakers coming over. They have Melanie Newman coming over from Australia. She is the lady who's got the new range of liquid shampoos and sprays called M, which are incredible products. We have Ronnie from Belgium coming over, and he is also an incredible terrier handler and well-known show person. We have, I'm keeping all this down, so I'm looking at the iPad. Martin Phillips, he is famed for doing the Norfolk too. So they are breed specialists, and this show, Strictly Come Grooming, is a real breed specialist competition. Amy and Jackson are from a show background, so they brought in a lot of show people, which is really, really important. Of course, I'm going to be there, and I've got some scissoring demonstrations, which I'm going to be doing. But there's going to be some incredible speakers, and I'm reading it from here. Obviously, they've got world specialists in different breeds. And also, which is really, really cool, which has not been done before, the newcomers, they have a prize of, if you're 3 years and under, experiences £1,000 prize. So people, if you are a groomer of under 3 years experience, you should get in this competition because there's some big, big prize money, and it's really, really important. So, any questions so far, Johnny?
No idea, I haven't looked.
Oh, he hasn't looked. He's not doing his
I'm
job.
busy
today.
sharing
What's
stuff,
that
actually.
saying? daddybig.com or something?
What?
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy.
Where's that?
.com.
Where's that?
On your iPad, history it says. Under your history.
Point it out.
There.
I don't see anything that says BigDaddy.com. That was years ago. So it's really, obviously Jackson and Amy's on there, so they can, if you want to put posts on there, Amy and Jackson, please tell people where to go to look up what they can do. But if you want to go on it, and you can contact Purple Paw. They're the people that run Amy and Jackson. They do run the grooming show, Strictly Come Grooming. This is a brand new show, and it is, which will be the next biggest question. Oh, that's cute.
One that big.
Well, I just lost the page. So, prize announcement: Best in Shows 2000.
Wow.
Reserve Best in Shows 500. Best all-round groomer, Purple Paw, you win a Hydra bath, which is really incredible. Newcomer Best in Show 1,000. Newcomer Reserve Best in Show 250. All class winners is £50. Asian Fusion winner 250. That's given by Mutney's and Product Hamper. Actually, is that 250 Mutney's? I don't know if that's a 250 hamper worth 250. All spectators that will be entered into the prize draw for a Purple Paw Hydro Bath system, which is really, really good. This is an incredible door prize. So this is on, and I just had it all in front of me. For God's sake, you think I had all this organised? The second, because I'm judging it, so it's in my diary. There's that thing again. Oh my God, it's really driving me nuts. Where are we? Jackson and Amy, is it the 2nd of July, isn't it? Do you see it on there?
So it's the 1st and the 2nd of July.
1st and 2nd of July,
Yeah.
exactly.
My birthday.
Your birthday? Get over for it. We'll be too busy to go shopping for you, so, hope you're not expecting much. We're
You
buying
can have
a
a happy strap.
happy strap. Yeah, really.
I've already been in one, so.
Oh, I bet it is. Oh yeah, here we go. 1st and 2nd of July, all seminars, apart from the famous Colin Taylor, are being done by a world-renowned breed specialist. Bloody cheek. He's such a shithead, that day, Jackson. Anyway, go ahead.
We have Amy Manser.
Okay, go ahead.
Strictly Come Grooming has its own Facebook page and link to entry form, and UKEs, etc.
Yeah,
are on there. Rules that should say.
yeah. So,
1st and 2nd of July. Also have Jackson watching.
so you got your form get Strictly Come Grooming. So if you go on to Strictly Come Grooming on your Facebook page, that will give you all the information that you need to know. But it's important that you get your entries in, because when they close the classes and the entries are coming in fast and furious, great movie by the way, you know what, then the entries close, and we don't want to disappoint groomers to say, oh, I'm sorry, you're too late for your entry, because and we want to get groomers into the system to book early, and not wait till last minute. Any questions?
Jackson's going to have a piece of cake for me, so I'll be happy.
Someone
appreciates it.
I wouldn't eat it. I wouldn't eat it because it's going to have something in it probably. That space cake that you had in Amsterdam probably.
One
Oh, well,
night.
all right.
Oh
so
my
if he
God.
happens, so-
That's so at the Liverpool Awards, I was a little bit stressed out, and I said, at Amsterdam, I'm going to have a big fat joint. And I didn't have a big fat joint, but I did have a big fat space cake. And I sat and laughed at Johnny for about 4 or 5 hours.
Well, I do that without the space cake.
It was hilarious. It was really funny. But you know what? I guess that's what you do when you go there. So the trip was incredible, well worth it. And you kind of need that after you put on a show. And like I said, the shows are really, they're hard work, and we do it for the groomers. And it's all about education. Education's key. Education is the most important thing in the world when it comes to becoming the best you can possibly be. And the next question I will say, Jackson, is where is the competition located? And the competition is located. If I go to there, no, I don't want to go there. So, do you see that? Plan a Saturday the 1st of July. We will be having a relaxing evening party. Oh, with a hog roast. That sounds really good. Really good.
Yeah, hog roast, good idea.
So, important guys, Strictly Come Grooming. And make sure you go onto that Facebook page. Make sure you enter your dogs as soon as possible, because it's really important that you do. The judges are amazing. We got judges from around the world. So you get a really good, a different perspective from people from other countries about what they expect a certain breed to look like. So you'll learn a lot.
Rob King will also be taking photos.
Oh, Rob King will be
Yes.
there too?
He'll be there taking
Oh,
photos.
is that Rob King on there right now?
Yes, he's commenting.
Yeah, that's cool.
So please make sure and grab his attention
Yeah.
so no one's disappointed and you don't miss out on the dynamic working shot of you. Sales with
I hate that. He kept on saying to me, smile. I'm like, shit, I'm like, you smile. That was at the grooming show, telling me to smile all the time. But I'm in my concentration zone. I don't smile, do I? when I'm
You
there?
don't smile anyway.
Oh, I do smile too. Not like you, because you have nothing to smile at. But I do smile. So, I'll be doing a little bit more on Strictly Come Grooming in the up and coming weeks, and talking about that. Also, there is Super Groom, which is run by Kelly Davis here in Somerset, which is going to be really exciting too. That is the end of July, I'm thinking. I really got to get my diary. I should have it in front of me, but I'm sure it's the end of July. That's going to be here in Somerset. And then we got my show, which is not really a show, it's a seminar in Glastonbury. What's that? 23rd of July is Super Groom, which is that is a lot of fun because it's a little bit different. She's made the classes a little bit more fun, geared it to more of the not just the newbie groomer, but the middle of the road. Because I have to admit, when it comes to Master Groom, we have way more novice groomers and intermediate groomers than what we do open or champion division groomers. So, which to me, I mean, it goes to show it's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, Master Groom has grown so much where, the first year I had it, I had 68 competitors, and now we're up to close to 200. So it's and the workshop class, which is a mixed breed class, is really crazy because you know what? It gives the person the opportunity to do anything on a breed without having. They do still have some kind of standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got nothing else to say.
No.
They're waiting for your one-liners.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure there's somebody out there that would smile for me. But you won't smile at me. I'm sure
I always smile
I'm sure
at you.
there's somebody out there that smile. And I'd also just like to say that it's important we support all these shows because if we want them year after year, we've got to support them.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think we have to realise. You know what? Like I said, Master Groom, I start advertising from December all the way up to April, and I give groomers 6 months' notice so they can actually work it out. And I still have people say to me, like up to the show, "Oh, I didn't know it was coming up. I can't close on a Saturday." You know what? You can close on a Saturday if you work your schedule, and it's important that we do support. Not just me. We have to support every single grooming show because they're putting it on for a reason, and that's to make us, make us better groomers, stylists, whatever you want to call it. So that, so you have all the shows throughout the year, and I'll go through them all. So in January you have the Grooming Show, which is put on by Denise Westbrook and Julie LaLue. Then you have obviously Crubs, which is a big dog show, not grooming show. Then you have Master Groom, which next year will be at its normal date, which is the last weekend in April.
Yeah.
Then you have then you have English Groomers Group. Then you have Strictly Come Grooming. Then you have Super Groom. Then you have Premier Groom. Then you have the UK Groom Off, which is in September, the first weekend of September. And then you have Groomer of the Year. And then in November, I'm going to be having Master Groom Scotland. So there's 10 shows, and it might seem like a lot of shows. However, you know what? Over the past 5 years, we've had so much education being given out in seminar form or competition form. You know what? People just can't get enough of it. And I urge anybody to go to reputable speakers and also go to all the grooming shows and compete and try and get as much as you can. And
even if they don't want to compete, just going to the seminars
absolutely.
And talking to other groomers.
Absolutely. And also it helps for us to know what you guys want, because don't touch me under the table. It's see, look at that. It's good to know what the groomers want, because that way we know what to put on. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
So you used to compete. Why did you compete?
Why did I compete?
Yeah.
Because it was a way of challenging myself and improving my education.
It's not a trick question, don't worry.
No, because John is pulling stupid faces.
So do you think, and I'm asking you because there's a lot of people out there who probably do want to compete that maybe are nervous of certain reasons. They might have anxiety, they might not want to have a lot of people watching them. What they have to do... You have
all that. You have all that. Regardless of who you are, that is how that's how I felt. I didn't want to be watched, and I had anxiety about entering, but you just have to go, you know what, I'm going to do it. Because don't take the mickey.
I'm not taking the mickey, I'm just looking at you laughing.
But, I mean, I really enjoyed it, and it's a way of, when you come away, of improving, because you get critiques back, you talk to other people, and
so when you so when you competed, and you beat some top groomers. You did. I mean, you used to do some beautiful work. She used to do Nobby at Black Mini, and you did beautiful work. You beat a lot of the top groomers, and then you kind of, and I think it's one of them things where you did it because you're not necessarily a competitive person, but you did it for your own self, didn't you?
Oh.
I think there's people out there that, it's like Amy, Amy she competes, and you know what? People may say, and I'll be really, really honest here, and might say, oh my God, Amy Mounts has won again. But you know what? You've got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, you have. If you deserve to win, you deserve to win.
The crazy bitch is up at 3 o'clock in the morning washing and drying an American cocker. You know what? I mean, and I remember doing that back in the day in America. The alarm would go off at 1:30. I'd be like, oh my God, I'll go and grab the standard poodle and go down in the van and wash and dry it, and then I'd be back in my room thinking, this is mad. But you know what? If you really want to do well, then that's what you have to do. If you want to go and just have a little bit of fun, that's also great. And also with prize money of like £1,000 for a newbie groomer who's been grooming under 3 years is amazing.
I mean, we never had prize money.
No. When I first started competing, we had car magnets. I remember me and Christine Pulowski, we had every piece of crystalware, crystal cake stand, and I'm thinking, it was either me or her in Sandusky, Ohio, which would win Best in Show, and I had all this piece of crystal, everything, car magnets, gallons of shampoo. There wasn't any of this $2,000 or whatever, but then we did get to a point where at the Hershey, where I won the big prize money there, like $5,000, which is, you know what, it's a big deal. It really is a big deal. But, is the money really, really important? I think sometimes people love the trophy and the ribbon, but the money is good, obviously, after a while, and especially when you want to compete more continuously as a career than
I
it
mean,
does.
I always looked at it like I was competing against myself, not anyone else, because everyone is wherever they are in their grooming, and I used to go along, see if I could better myself from last time, and work my way up.
Yeah, but by doing that, you end up realising that you have beaten some top groomers.
Oh yeah.
You know, so but like I said, and then you're thinking, okay,
They were just having a bad day.
No, you
You're having a good day.
You're having a really good day, but that's the whole point. People do have really good days, and people do have really bad days. Yeah. And some people just seem to be always on. It's just one of them things, and it gets to a point where what, in my opinion, you go to compete to better yourself. I do like to have more of an American attitude where it's like I want to go to win, or I want to go to place, or I do set myself goals.
Yeah.
However, to begin with, I'm going to go and give it a go. Really, that's exactly what it was.
Because I never had a dog to compete with originally. I mean, I used a customer's dog, and I think that's where most people start. Mm-hmm. And that's a good place to start.
Well,
and then I bought my own dog. Nobby.
Yeah, and I think that's also why the mixed breed class is so huge, because them dogs are more readily available as opposed to a show cocker or a show poodle. So I think that also plays a big huge part in it. That's why the mixed breed classes are so huge. And I'm trying to get my head around that of how to make it different, or how to make it so. Because it's hard to compete in a class of 24 dogs. It's really, really difficult. So,
well, we were doing videos at these events.
What's that?
But live videos, like we did at Master's Room.
Live videos? Yeah. What? Loose groomers?
Yeah, well, whatever.
Well, I mean, as Strictly Come Grooming, I'd love to do some loose grooming videos because we'll be able to do that because all I'm doing is selling and talking and judging. So I can do that, and I think it'd be really, really good to do that. And Mastering was just like, once again, it was like, crazy. But I think it'd be good, like, would love loose groomers to come to Holland with me this weekend, but you're not coming.
No.
So I'll be in Holland this weekend.
And there's a Welsh competition in November.
Oh shit, was that Matthew?
Caroline.
Yeah, Caroline, that's right. The Welsh competition when's that?
This is November.
Yeah, November. So that's what adds up to 10 shows.
There's also an Ireland one.
Ireland one, yeah.
Expo.
Well, there's Canine Expo. That's Nicola Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicola Moore Canine Expo. Also, there's the one in Dublin, which is also a really, really good one. So I think we have to be realistic and understand, but it's going to come down to we have to push out the boat when it comes to show organisers to get more people there. I really do emphasise, and I want to talk to the supply companies because they're the people that see all the groomers, not us, to see if we can work something out where the supply companies do a really big ad campaign for each show, a good 4 weeks before the show or 2 months before the show, because it's in their best interest also. There's only so much we can do, and I try and do as much as I can do, but I really wish there was more floor traffic, if I'm honest. And I do think there was too many trade stands, and the competition was incredible. It always is, and there's always a lot of people, but it can be improved so much more. This year also is Premier Groom's 10th anniversary. So the big 10 year to them. It's my 10 year anniversary next year. So the shows they are been around for a long time, which is great. So I'm really, really pleased.
Caroline's also suggested a veterans competition, say over 50s.
A veteran, well that'd be me and you. So that is you, and
that'd be quite fun to see
with Zimmer frames and everything.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, yeah. I mean, it would be good, and I would. I truly believe. I would love to see a judges competition. That people that judge competitions, they compete against each other, because I think it's really important that we judge what we can do. I mean, I personally, I'm not comfortable judging. Gun dogs. I can appreciate and understand a beautifully groomed gun dog, if you put it in front of me, and I could probably get away with doing it too, but not to any amazing standard. And vice versa with other things. I think, people have their weak points and people have their strong points. My Bichons, I can do a beautiful body, I can do a beautiful head. Match them all together, I have a really hard time. But that's just me being realistic. I mean, we all have our
well,
issues.
unless you specialise in something, you're never gonna.
Well, that's it.
Can't do it all.
And and to me, to give anybody advice to people that want to compete, and their number one question is, I haven't got a dog. Well, you know what? You do what I do, and you went to a dog show and you find a breeder, and you say to them, I really want to learn this breed. Can you help me? And I can guarantee you, any breeder wants their breed to be represented correctly. And and believe me, I used to go to Sharon Mears in Detroit every Sunday. I was her kennel bitch every Sunday. I used to wash and dry all the old kennel dogs, give them haircuts, but she taught me how to groom Bedlingtons, and she was really proud of the fact but somebody wanted to learn her breed. And you know what? You can find dogs out there, and it just comes down to you wanting to do it. So if you really want to do it, you can find dogs. It's not a problem.
You're my bitch now.
Yeah, I'm nobody's bitch.
Yeah.
I'm my own bitch.
You're everyone's bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So tomorrow I'm going to Pets at Home. That'll be fun. Pets at Home is I've been there twice now to do seminars, which is a lot of fun, and doing it for them. It's different doing a seminar for a corporation as opposed to my normal seminars, doing it to freelance groomers who work for themselves, because you have to direct things in a totally different way and understand it too, of a corporation's point of view, working for a corporation as opposed to working for yourself. So that's a lot of fun. So yeah, and then we're off to Holland, not for more space cake.
Maybe just a wee bit.
We're going. Holland is a new competition, and I this is going to be all new for me because I haven't ever done one of these before. But Saeed from Thailand, who owns Starwood Academy, who does all the creative, all the incredible, he's going to be there. This is his show, and Miriam from Holland is helping put on the show, or it's doing the show. And there's going to be Mario Defante from America. He's one of the judges, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And Mandy's going to be there, Johnny's going to be there, I'm going to be there, Connor's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be different, and they speak English in Holland.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they do. They don't. Yeah, I don't speak Holland.
I don't think it's called.
I know it's not. I was waiting for that. What's it called?
I don't know.
Dutch?
Yeah.
Flemish?
Yeah.
French?
Yeah. All those.
Well, you do fly. We do drive into France first.
Yeah.
Then we go through France, through Belgium, and then to Holland. And no, we're not going to go to Amsterdam. What?
We have a question.
Okay.
You guys are done.
Yeah, we're done.
Which breed would be good to start comp grooming?
Which breed would be good to start? Okay, first of all, I would tell anybody, you pick your favourite breed that you most enjoy grooming. And then you find that breed, and you find a breeder with that breed, and preferably one of the best breeders in the country, and you learn it. And if you have to drive 4 hours to go learn that breed, then you drive 4 hours to learn that breed. When I hear people say, I would love to, but it's that person's an hour and a half away. If you want to learn it, get your ass in the car and go do it. Because when I learned the Irish Water Spaniel, I drove from Detroit to New York City. I drove 16 damn hours to learn how to groom a damn dog. So if you find a dog that you love and you're passionate about, then go to a breeder.
My first competition dog was a Lhasa.
That's nice.
Yeah. It was.
Did
I
you
got
enjoy it?
third
Oh.
in my first competition.
My second competition I did last. I did a scissor all over. I put a Halloween bow in its ear. My first place too. A bow around its neck. I look at that. Whoa, it's weird, but yeah, you find what you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And so that's why. And then you find a breeder with that breed, and you go learn. And I can guarantee you that breeder will probably lend you any of their dogs. Obviously, if it's not in the show ring at that time, but most breeders have retired show dogs.
Yeah.
And when they have retired show dogs, they're either sitting in coat or they're shaved off. So before they shave them off, why not put them in coat? You hear the clapping for me? Yay! Go ahead. Is that it?
That's it.
God, they're a quiet bunch, aren't they? How many people on there?
Between about 30 and 50.
Oh, that's not much, is it? Well, anyway,
we've been off air, haven't we? So.
we have, and that's because you.
Why?
It is your fault. So anyway, that is us done for, and we've been on it for a half hour. You know, have you got anything else to say about competitions?
Just go for it, have fun, go for it, enjoy it.
You know what? And also, one thing I do want to say, which I noticed, and actually Anita Bax noticed this too. And before the clapping again, I do want to talk about our Lifetime Achievement Award winners. But Anita Bax said to me, and we were talking, why do groomers bring their whole salon to the grooming competition? When you compete, you only want to bring what you're going to be using on that breed. So if you're going to be doing a poodle, you'll bring your trimmer for the feet, face and tail, your snap-on combs, your clipper, and your scissors and your spray if you're going to use a spray. You don't have to bring
probably
your
a
entire...
security thing.
Well, yeah, it is, but what you have to realise is how much time do you waste by finding them bits? You want to make sure you can grab something quick and it's in your hand right away. You don't want to have to look for things or stop and look for things. It's really, really important. See, they're clapping again. And also, before I go there, I want to go over the Lifetime Achievement Award winners. First, I had 5, and the first one was Pam G. And the clap. It's great, isn't it? Pam G has been like in the back scenes of the industry. She was she was in the forefront to begin with, and then she went into being the chairs of so many committees, a lot of charities, a lot of dog homes, a lot of dog shelters. So Pam G was one of our winners for the Lifetime Achievement Award. Then we had Peter Young and Anita Bax. They have been in the industry for years also. They were the people that first started Eurogroom, and then they they finished Eurogroom, and that was when I took over that date.
Yeah.
But Peter and Anita have been showing dogs for years. Lovely people, incredible people. They really have done a lot, and also not only have they done a lot for the industry, but they've done a lot for City and Guilds also. They're the people that really did, along with Gillies, write the first actual City and Guilds exam. So, and then the other 2 people was Angela Cady and Linda Forsyth. They were my first judges back in 1985. They've been in the industry for a long, long time. Lynn Forsyth still hand-strips schnauzers and shows them. Crazy, crazy person. And I think, how old did she say she was? In her 70s.
You don't talk about a woman's
No,
age.
she stood on stage and said how old she was.
She's incredible.
You're 50. You're 53.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
21.
Yeah, in your mind. And Angela Cady, also they're my first. They've just been in the industry for a long, long time. And it doesn't mean that you have to be old to win the award. It just means you have to have been a person who has given so much and have so long standing within the industry. So I kudos to all these people. They're absolutely amazing. And it really was nice to see Peter Young and Anita there. And they deserve everything.
To see them there.
It was nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, these people, and I want to say we have to understand that when we see these people, you shouldn't just look at them as being old people, or just because, no, I'm just saying, because you haven't seen them in the ring, doesn't mean to say that they're nobody in the industry. And, when you see these people, you've got to realise, but, these people are somebody, and they do deserve the respect, and I respect them wholeheartedly. But yes, don't bring all your grooming salon. Bring what you need and have fun and give it a go. And remember, if you've been grooming for 3 years and under, Strictly Come Grooming, you have £1,000 to win. And reverse. I need to score then.
Reverse? No.
Reserve. Shit. Reserve is 250.
Yeah.
That's really, really good. So it's important.
It's not bad for a day's work.
Absolutely. I think it's great. So that is the 1st and 2nd of July. And I think it's Newark. Is he still on there? Newark Showgrounds?
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, Newark Showgrounds. So that is middle of the country. I know, and this is important too because people are very, very picky about how far they drive. So this has given you the other opportunity where something is in your area.
One in Scotland, we've got Kelly Davis's down here, we had yours in Peterborough. Depends which map you're looking at. I'm not looking
Scotland,
at
southwest of England.
Peterborough.
Yeah. Coventry.
Yeah.
Coventry, Wales.
Dirty Mark.
Yeah. So yeah, all these shows.
Yeah.
Anyway.
If anyone understood that, though.
Well, they would, but they would because not the Scotland thing up here. We do things because
that's where all the fag ash is.
It's like charity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scotland, it's a charity event.
We're very lucky to have them all spread out, so you can choose which ones. I mean, personally, I do them all, but.
And you know what, carpool. If you have friends, you know, there must be other groomers in your area where you can get 3 in a car, you take turns in driving, or you make a weekend out of it.
Yeah.
This is a weekend event also. So you've got the grooming show, that's a weekend event, okay? They have a dinner, you have fun, you can drink, you can have dancing, you can have a good old wild night. At my show, the same thing. At the Strictly Come Groom, they got a pig roast. Watch it. You've got to be careful. Me and you might be on that. Being cooked. You've got to be very careful.
You speak for yourself.
Oh, God. So, you know, it gives you the opportunity not just to come and compete, to network too.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough. Johnny wants to go home. Have a good day.
Bye.
See you. Bye.